of his money since Johnny Hendricks was a quarter-pound overweight at...
Alright, so we're going to identify attributes of a function from its graph. We're going to talk about a few things, and the first thing we're going to talk about is when they're positive or negative. Alright, so we're going to go back to this graph, and let's talk about when it means to be positive. We're talking about the output, and one way to say output is f of x. What happens, what comes out when you plug in a value for x? Alright, so a positive interval, an interval of x values where the values of the function f of x are greater than 0. Not at 0, not below 0, but greater. And a negative is obviously when those values are less than 0. And I'm just going to make a list. Alright, so if I go down here, here is 0. So the very first time I'm 0 is at 1, not including 1. So I'm going to say I'm just going to do it in interval notation, just one way. I'm going to say not including 1. I'm positive after 1 all the way till I get to 3. So 3, not including 3. I'm just going to put a comma and we'll list the next one. I go negative, and right here I'm positive again. Right after 5, not including 5, because I'm above this line, down to 7, not including 7. I'm just going to put a comma, and then I'm positive again from 9 to 11. 9 to 11. Okay, we're almost halfway done with this. Then how about when they're negative? Well, you know what? I started negative, and including this, that is negative. So my very first point on there, negative 1, hard stop, right? Up to 1. Not including 1. And then I'm negative again at 3, right? Not including 3, so I'm just going to say comma, 3. All the way to 5. Alright. I'm negative again at 7 to 9, so not including each one of those because 0 is neither negative nor positive, and I'm done. So we can see that negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Alright. Now there are zeros of function. Alright. So the zeros of function was the values I plug in which I'm at 0. So these values are, I'm just going to write them as f of 1, comma, f of, I'm 0 here again, right there, so f of 3, comma, f of 5, comma, there's 2 more, or 3 more, f of 7, I'm going out here, f of 9, and 1 more, I'm going to write down here, f of 11. So we got positive, negatives, and zeros. Oh, I should have written them down here on the graph. These are the, this is what I should have written here, I'm sorry, they're the x-intercepts, right? Increasing and decreasing. So increasing as the input values of the function increase, the output values of the function increase. Decreasing as the input values of the function increase, right? Increase, the output values of the function decrease. So let's look at it. Alright. So from here to here, it's increasing. As my x goes larger, the y goes larger. So it's increasing from an x value of 0 to 2. So I'm going to say 0 to 2. And then I'm increasing, I'm going to say comma, from 4 to 6. From 4 to 6. Alright. Then I'm increasing again from 8 to 10. And really not including those. Right? I'm not increasing here anymore. I really wasn't increasing here because before this I had no value at all. So I'm going to use parentheses on all those. Alright, so when I come down here, I'm decreasing every time the line's going down. So we can see 2 to 4, 6 to 8, 10 to 11. So I'm going to go 2 to 4, 6 to 8, 10 to 11. Alright. Now there are turning points. Alright. These are called local max, local mins. A turning point is where a function changes from increasing to decreasing, or decreasing to increases. These are local max if it's at the top, or local mins at the bottom. Alright. So, turning points are here, 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 and here. Alright. I would include this as a local min and local min I'm going to look that up later, but I've always been taught that those are local mins because they're lower than any other points around them, but they're not really turning points. All right. My local maxes are these points where the graph comes up, peaks, goes back down. So local maximum, I'm going to write them as an ordered pair. There's one at 2, 1. There's one at 6, 1. And there's one at 10, 1. 2, 1, 6, 1, 10, 1. My local mins, I'm going to list this as 0, negative 1 because it's lower than all the points around it. 4, negative 1. 8, negative 1. And it looks like we've got one at 11, 0. It's lower than all the points around it. Local maxes and local mins. Alright. I think I got to do one more. We're going to see. Alright. No, we're going to stop there. That's page 1. I'm going to do page 2 after this. And talk to you soon.